Do you ever get tired of Isaiah Glass taking mirror selfies in front of your locker?
Yes, it does get annoying. He's a good dude. He just, all about his outfits and his drip and stuff. I love the kid, but it's a little annoying sometimes.
He's one of those young pups, though. Right?
Yeah. I love the kid. He's so funny.
Can you talk about we heard that you're kind of one of the leaders out there, you and LD, and what you're trying to take on and how you're trying to lead this group?
I think with this young group, some of them, even like the young guys who've been here last year, they haven't played a lot of ball, and it's like one of those things. I think back when I was a kid, and you think you know everything, and then you realize there's so much levels to how the game goes, and there's so much you don't know. So it's like trying to teach little stuff to those guys, whether it be the alignment of the defensive line, what they might do, or things we see on the field like blitzes and that and whatnot. So I think it's kind of just passing on knowledge, and then with the transfers coming in, I think it's just getting everyone on the same page, and every practice just knowing that we have to earn it. We can't just go out there not like lackadaisical or whatever. We have to go out there and it's spring ball, so get as good as we can.
Can you talk a little bit about Ladarius? Because obviously he seems like this very happy-go-lucky guy, and you've been here with him for a couple of years. What have you seen from him as far as a transformation into a leader the last couple of years?
Yeah, funny you say that. Remember Ladarius coming in, being this guy with always this with a smile on his face, and he was obviously a young talent. And then it's been really cool to see him kind of take on a leadership role and kind of step up for the team. He's always wanted to be the best player he could, and I feel like he's now at a position where he feels like he's good enough and he knows the game enough where he can lead, and he feels like he can lead to his fullest extent. So it's cool seeing him kind of go through that transition.
Where do you feel the offensive line is at, considering you guys lost a good amount of starters and have to replace them?
I think we're in a good position because Coach Cav really, really preaches technique, and I think we have a good our transfers. We have a good core group of guys who want to get better. I mean, we have guys with a lot of experience on their belt, so I think as long as we keep wanting to get better and we keep meshing together, we'll be good.
What's kind of the general vibe of the locker room, I guess, just as spring's kind of coming to a close and winding down now?
I think a big emphasis for us is, when you get in those later practices, it's spring ball, so everyone's like, oh, it's not a big deal, but it's like these practices matter. We have to go out there and we have to, like for me personally, I like to go out and see like what are my weaknesses at. So I think everyone's kind of been harping on that too as a team, is trying to get better at the stuff we're not good at individually, which will lead to a better team overall.
Do you think this team can kind of thrive? Obviously, there was expectations last year. Y'all didn't live up to them, so maybe you're under the radar this year and you guys can benefit from kind of being the underdog.
Yeah, I think actually I love that mentality. I think the underdog mentality is probably the best. I love people, thinking we're not going to be great and kind of just shutting them up. I just think it's kind of a great position to be in. So yeah.
You mentioned how you really use spring ball to focus on your weaknesses and hone in on. What have you been working on so far?
Personally, a lot of my stuff is just huge technique, outside zone, trying to really get off the ball and running, not shuffling, and then being really good with my hands. Coach Rod does a really good job with the D-line and how they teach them to either with their hands, they're very good with their hands, or they're very good at playing technique. So we have to step up in that essence, and that kind of points out our weaknesses, if that makes sense.
Thanks, Spencer.